So, I want to start by welcoming all of you here to Temple Beth. I'm Rabbi Richard Litvak. I'm the senior rabbi here at Temple Beth, and we're glad to have you here. Those of you who are here to provide resources from the community and from agencies within the government of our community, and those of you who are here to access those resources, welcome to all of you. We're here today because the people of our state overwhelmingly passed Prop 47, as you know, which had 77% support in our community. And so we have said overwhelmingly that as a community, we want to provide a second chance to those who fall within the provisions of Prop 47, who serve their time and are not a danger to public safety. And we as a community and as a state want to provide that second chance. Many of us in the clergy who have been part of this process have had members of our congregation who have erred and been incarcerated and served time and gone on to be law-abiding, constructive, contributing members of the community. And all of us here today, every one of us have had a time where we have wanted and been given a second chance by somebody in our lives, a family member, a friend, an employer, or maybe even the criminal justice system. So all of us have benefited in our lives sometimes from a second chance. We're here today because we support public safety and justice, but also we support compassion and mercy and the restoration of lives in our community. The Catholic bishops of the state and many religious organizations, including the Jewish community, have strongly supported the community's strong implementation of Prop 47, which we're all here, and we can even hear some of that energy in the room today, which is great. We're here today because we all believe in the capacity for human beings to change, and we believe that it's not only the law, but our communal responsibility to bring together the very best of our community resources, legal, educational, employment, immigration, healthcare, housing, and public benefits, and parenting and family resources to make those change and those who want to change successful. So we welcome you in that spirit. I just want to share with you one brief biblical story that I think has bearing on our today's gathering. And that's the story of Jacob in the 33rd chapter of the book of Genesis. He is about to return home after having stolen his brother's birthright. He has served his sentence in exile and had to work 7 extra years for Rachel. And he is returning to his homeland, and Esau, who he has harmed, is waiting for him on the other side. He crosses over the river, and he approaches Esau, and Esau has realized that Jacob has changed, he has paid for his crime, he is a different person, and he embraces him, and he hugs him, and he kisses him. And something really significant that you'll find interesting, those of you who are participating in this part of the afternoon, is that in the Torah scroll in Hebrew above the words where it says that Esau kissed his brother Jacob are 6 little dots all around the Hebrew word for kissing his brother. That's the only place in the Torah that those kinds of dots appear on the word. And the rabbis think that it really is to tell us that there's a special kind of sacred energy when people repent and change their lives and when those who love them and care about them support them and accept them and welcome them back into their family and their community. And that's a story, I think, for us today. A story of the sacred energy of people who want to and are willing to make a change to their lives for the good and change their past to a better future, and the people who hug and embrace them and welcome them and provide the access and opportunity for them to make those change. Those dots are here in the room, and we can hear them, the energy all around us of those sacred dots. And Jacob says to Esau, seeing your face is like seeing the face of God. And as we see each other's faces, and we support each other, helping those who can change and changing those lives, those of you who want to make the change, we will have that sacred energy throughout our county, and we get to the Prop 47 and see the face of God. Welcome to everyone. Glad to have you here. I want to thank the press and media who are here today, because you are very important getting the word out about these wonderful and important and valuable resources is so important, because the clock is ticking for the window that will close the 2-year period that people can change their records. So thank you for the press and media for being here, and please continue to help this implementation through providing large publicity for these efforts. Now I want to recognize some of our public officials that are here today, so I'd like to have your attention for a minute as I share with you who's on the stage today and who's here to really support these efforts from our public leaders. I'd like to ask them to stand. Sheriff Jim Hart. Supervisor Friend. Supervisor Bruce McPherson. Our District Attorney Rosell. And Chief Deputy Rabbi. Nicole from Senator Bill Manning's office. Thank you, Nicole. And now, in order of their speaking, we have also Assemblymember Mark Stone, Supervisor John Leopold, Public Defender Larry Biggam, Friend and Bruce McPherson, Probation Chief Fernando Giraldo, and Nicole, Keadle, who is starting to tell us her personal story. Thank you for your bravery in speaking today and your personal example. So we can sense the sparks, those dots all around us, the sacred energy of what's happening here. And each person there from the public servant sector will share with us a few words about our work today and implementing Prop 47. Senator Stone.
Thank you. Thank you, Rabbi Litvak. I know this room is full of people who are here with two major missions. One is to provide services under Prop 47. The other to take advantage of Prop 47. And the price you're paying is you get to listen to us for a few minutes as we drone on and on. And I want to thank Rabbi Litvak. If you don't know, he is going to retire this summer. And Rabbi Litvak and Temple Beth are some of the most significant parts of the heart and the conscience of Santa Cruz County. So it's very appropriate for us to be here today. And I want to thank Rabbi Litvak and I want to thank Temple Beth for opening their doors here today. And what Prop 47 is about a second chance. But it's also, even more significantly, it's about rolling back some very time-worn, ineffective, and destructive policies that California has put in place over the last number of decades. California has no higher crime rate than other states, but we have a much higher incarceration rate. And what does that do? Does that make our streets safer? It does not. It hasn't changed the crime rate. Some argue that it has made the crime statistics worse, given the high rate of recidivism. If we're going to change that effect in California, we need to do things like pass Prop 47. The governor yesterday announced some additional ballot measure that's going to be on our 2016 ballot, which will even further take steps to give credit for time served, to change how we charge juveniles as adults, and really start to take back from this hard on crime attitude to a smart on crime attitude that's going to change the face, the cost, the impact on our communities of failed policy in California. And Santa Cruz County, I'm very proud of, has led the way. The political will from the Board of Supervisors who are here today, our law enforcement officials, probation, sheriff, district attorney, they get it. They know that we cannot be business as usual. Prop 47 is a step in the right direction, and the rest of the counties in the state look to Santa Cruz County to see how to make progress, how to do better with respect to our community, all of our community, giving second chances, embracing all aspects of our community, and giving people their lives to be productive, to be straightforward, to be our neighbors as we all are. So welcome here today. Take advantage of the resources here today. Thanks again to Temple Beth, Rabbi.
Good afternoon. My name is John Leopold. I'm a Santa Cruz County Supervisor, and I'm really glad to see so many people here today. You know, local government is responsible for a lot of different things, but one of our two top goals is how do we protect our neighborhoods, the people who live in them, and how do we protect the most vulnerable in our community. Helping someone expunge a felony conviction can help us achieve both of those goals. Our system of justice needs to hold people accountable, but the voters approved Prop 47 because they understood that changing a felony to a misdemeanor helps support individuals who are trying to turn their life around. Recently, Stanford conducted some research, and they found that when if someone can lose that felony off their record, they can earn almost as much as $7,000 more a year. They can reduce their need for government assistance by around $1,400 a year. The savings to local government by putting on events like this, providing resources in our system to help people expunge their record, can save local government over $5,000. That's what government needs to be doing, making those investments so we can help the people who live here. Because we're helping you, which is you are our neighbors, you are our friends, you are our family, and we need to make sure that you have the greatest chance to be successful in your life here in Santa Cruz County. After someone has paid their price for making mistakes, we need to make sure that they are having a successful way to re-enter our community. Their ability to be successful has a direct impact on reducing recidivism, and reducing recidivism is one of the best ways to make our community safe. In Santa Cruz County, there are about 11,000 people who could take advantage of reducing the charges against them as provided by Prop 47. That will help lower government costs, it will improve the lives of our family, friends, and neighbors, and it will make everyone more safe. So thank you for being leaders and coming out and helping our community. Thank you for having enough foresight to come and take advantage of this great opportunity. And I look forward to seeing all of you at the tables after this press conference is done. Thank you for being here today.
Hello, my name is Larry Biggam, the Public Defender of Santa Cruz County. Proposition 47 is both historic and long overdue. For over 30 years, our criminal justice system's policies have promoted over-incarceration and stigmatization of people caught up in the criminal justice system. Proposition 47 recognizes that people are more than their past mistakes, their poor choices. It recognizes that people can heal and mature and change. It recognizes that people can reconnect in our community. The low-level nonviolent felonies that are targeted by Prop 47 are in reality have high-level, very serious consequences to your record and to your future. So we need to get the word out so people can take advantage of this historic law and reduce barriers to jobs and housing and education and health care. So if you know anybody who might qualify, please refer them to the Public Defender's Office and we will take it from there. There's an old saying, if it's to be, it's up to me. In this context, if it's to be, it's up to you to contact me so that I can help you get on with your life in a more healthy and hopeful manner. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Fernando Giraldo, I'm the Chief of Santa Cruz County Probation. I'm pleased to see so many folks here. The volunteers I want to thank, the Rabbi of course, and all the justice stakeholders behind me, and everyone else who's coming here to get a second chance. Everyone needs a second chance. I know I've had a few, I won't go into those details. But probation is all about second chances. It's not the only one you need. But I've spent 21 years in probation because we really believe in the power of transformation and the power of change, and that's what probation is. It's a second chance, sometimes third, fourth, or even fifth. But that's what people need because change is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. But probation, once you get off probation, there are still the issues with your criminal record. There's still more, so you need more chances. So this is an important second chance. We shouldn't be forever judged by the mistakes we've done in our past. Once you get off probation, once you get out of jail, once you get out of prison, you pay for debt to society. How many of you have sought out a loan or had loans, okay? Lots of people raise their hands. Once you pay off your loan and you do it on time, you're done. You don't have to pay for that anymore. That debt is paid. But the same isn't true for a debt that you pay to society when you're involved in the criminal justice system. You don't get a good credit rating necessarily right when you get out, even though you've done your debt. So that's one of the reasons we need to help folks. It gives people a fresh start, an opportunity to work, to be employed, get health care, go back to school, feed your children, get a job, be self-sufficient. That's critical. So please, time is running out. This is really, right now, it's only through November 2017, so get the word out. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicole Keadle, and standing before you, I hopefully seem like a fairly put-together individual. I grew up in a small, rural Southern California town. I was very active in my youth, dancing and competing in pageants for over 16 years. I actively participated in school clubs, and I even did Girl Scouts. Now, I'm sure telling you that backstory might paint a very small picture of what you think I am. Fast forward a few years, and here's a different picture. I'm sitting in front row of a courtroom in shackles, facing 17 felonies in 2 separate counties. I know, that's a drastic shift. And sadly, that was me 2.5 years ago. I was later convicted of 2 separate felony charges, and because of my behavior during my drug addiction, I was sure I had ruined my life. When I spoke the words guilty, in my head, I believed I was giving up every chance I would ever have at a regular life. I knew I wouldn't get a good job, Going back to school and getting financial aid was impossible, and I knew I'd never be able to buy a house one day. I felt trapped in my past, and that didn't seem fair to me. Why should I be judged for the rest of my life based on a few poor decisions I made in my addiction? So I started doing the footwork to better myself, to become an upstanding citizen and a member of the community, and to give back to a community that helped me in my darkest times. Since being sentenced, I have graduated a 10-week drug program, 3 phases of the Santa Cruz Speakers Bureau, and enrolled in school, and I now have a full-time job at Sobriety Works as their housing and office coordinator. I then learned about Prop 47 and how it could help me. I called my public defender's office and asked what I needed to do, and they put me on calendar for one of my charges, because the other was something that they told me I couldn't have changed, or at least I believed that. I showed up to court and had one of my felonies reduced to a misdemeanor. What a relief that was for me. It felt like a burden had been lifted off of my shoulders, and that I could begin the forward process of putting my life back together. That is when I met Cassandra Licker and the representatives of the Watsonville Law Center, and they let me know that I still had options and that my journey towards record clearance didn't have to be over yet. I am currently working towards ending my probation early, reducing my last felony, and hopefully having my record cleared. When this happens, I look forward to be able to go into the jails and spread the word of hope and let people know who were in the exact same shoes as me just a few years ago know that there are options and hope. We can change our lives. Prop 47 opened a door for me to a new life with a clean slate. I want you all to have that very same opportunity. Ask for help. You have a voice. Now let's make it heard. Thank you.